At it again, Kenway. I thought you'd be done chasing fairy stories.
A much beloved pirate has returned from the dead to set sail one more time.
Not yet.
That's right, gamers. Ubisoft finally joined the remake club and gave us exactly what we were begging for. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, rebuilt with a gorgeous visual overhaul, giving us the perfect excuse to relive one of the best Assassin's Creeds ever made. Fans around the world celebrated, grown men wiped away their tears, and nostalgia hit so hard people started humming sea shanties. And I, of course, was beyond excited to spend more hours with my favorite pirate daddy, Edward Kenway. But then it dawned on me, I have to 100% this game. But what am I scared for? I've played this before. Plus, there's no multiplayer. This should be easy.
Yes! We did it! We did it! We did it! Yes!
Oh, they added new difficulties to the game. Fuck! That moves way too fast! So today, ladies and gentlemen, I will be 100%ing Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced by earning every trophy in the game on the hardest difficulty. I will be going against some of the most stressful battles, grinding enough resources to bankrupt the Caribbean economy. And go against the bane of my existence, the legendary ships. Now let's go get this platinum! We start off the story with Edward Kenway and his wife Caroline, and Edward explaining to her that he wants a better life for them, and that's why he's being a privateer and sailing the West Indies. During a ship battle, we get stranded on an island with the worst assassin of all time, Duncan Walpole. He shot me! Asshole? Who are you, R. Kelly? Oh, he's a boss fight now. Yeah! Boom! Yeah, he still sucks. We end up taking the letter from the governor and stealing his gear. Then after putting some soldiers to sleep, we end up saving Stede Bonnet, a merchant who agrees to sail to Havana, but he's in luck since Edward is a pirate after all. He doesn't know that though. We then sail for Havana, which is where we get our first trophy. Oh, he's stealing from Stede Bonnet.
I'm close at heel, said the livestock. Or make me chase you into the harbor.
Yes! Yeah, take him down.
The time I'll be just here. Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me? Edward, is it?
Oh. This scene's hilarious. Yeah, take him down.
You're not leaving me. I'll catch you up. By those guards.
Lively Havana! Get a tour of Havana. Edward arrives at the governor's villa named Torres and meets his companions Julian Ducasse and Woodes Rogers. Julian actually hooks us up with the hand cannon and the hidden blade since they broke. I had a bit of target practice and assassination attempts before the meeting started. Then it's revealed that Torres and the others are Templars and Duncan was actually betraying the Brotherhood and giving the Templars secret info. And a big piece of that info is the observatory, which is capable of spying on anyone in the world using a person's blood. The Templars wanted to have control in the world, and Edward doesn't care about their ideals. He just wants all the fortune that they'll end up paying him for helping. Then I get the trophy Yo-Ho for learning my first shanty. And then, well, you'll see what happens next. No! Now, in order to find the observatory, they need to speak to Roberts, also known as the Sage. His blood is needed to enter the observatory. Then we get ambushed by the assassins, and so we have to kill them, which is totally against the creed.
Him to the prisons, Grandmaster. As for you, Mr. Walpole, I consider this the first payment in a long-term investment. Gracias.
Obliged.
Few moments later.
I'd like to see this observatory the governor's going on about. Imagine what a thing like that'd be worth. The sage in that house I must speak to in private.
Then we decided to kidnap the Sage for ourselves, which didn't go really well. Because not only did the Sage get away, but now the Templars also know our real identity.
What is your true name, rogue?
It's, Captain Pissoff.
Now we find ourselves imprisoned on one of Torres' ships with Adewale, where I would get control of the ship and free the rest of the pirates and my next trophy.
Going topside. Be ready.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah! Yeah! Epoxy burr. Next on Abaco Island, I hunt and skin Ocelot to get the trophy Smooth Operator for crafting my pistol holster and Owned for completing every activity on the island. Arriving in Nassau, home of the pirates, we meet Edward's allies at the tavern. Blackbeard, aka Edward Thatch, Benjamin Hornigold, James Kidd, and Mary Reed, and we are going to rescue some pirates and have some fun along the way. I wish you would burn my motherfucking clothes! Real talk! As Edward and Hornigold talk about the observatory, James Kidd tells them about it and is well aware of it for reasons we are about to learn, although the others blow it off as nothing more than fairy tales, which in fairness, an all-swing building activated by the presence of blood was always going to be a tough pitch, especially to pirates during the 18th century. We continue on the pirate life where we hit the seas to hit the Spanish fleet, destroying the ship to take out the guards and take their goods.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that? Please to repeat now, for fuck's sake.
Ade tells Edward Kidd is at the plantation to steal more goods, but before that, I decided to go after the sea creatures. It did not go very well. You fucker. Upgraded. Then we steal the goods, and then during the mission Proper Defenses, we get a trophy. Not so little. For unlock the secondary firing mode on the Jackdaw. So for the next story trophy, we'll get our own little island hub area for the game. But in order to take control of the area, I get my first assassination target, Julian Ducasse, the Templar from earlier. Yes! 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 After taking out Ducasse, Kidd teases us with further knowledge of the observatory and tells us to meet her in 2 weeks' time, and then we get a trophy. Hello. Walls that hold back the wind. Settle a new home. Then Adewale tells us about Lucy Baldwin, a new ship companion added to the remake. But before that, we get a couple of trophies. Dressing Over for swiping legendary gear for the ship, and Matador for dodging 3 wild pig attacks. Once I made up with Kidd, the leader of the assassins, Atabai questions Edward about the sage and his reasoning for killing his people. Then we find a statue of the head figure replicating the sage. Once Edward confirms it to Atabai, it's certain now that the observatory is a crucial mission for them to pursue. But with Edward giving the Templars the info Duncan had, they invade the assassins, so I help them out. Assassins, or the all-white. Take him down. Adewale. Atabai makes it clear we're not welcome here. Back at Nassau, we meet Charles Vane and Jack Rackham. They overhear Torres being at a fort racked up with a bunch of gold, which will be our next story stop. But before that, I decided to go for a Templar hunt quest that I needed for a trophy. The assassin states that a man named Upton is a Templar that has been suspicious, along with having one of the keys Edward needs for the Templar lock. Once we find Upton, it's revealed that he's actually the assassin's brother and the bureau leader. He shows Edward in a convo with his brother that they're collecting pieces for a treasure map. Vance doesn't have his half, and Upton believes the girl he loves is influencing him, which is actually the Templar we're looking for. Then after eavesdropping on their convo, it's clear that the girl has brainwashed him into betraying his brother for the map, and then we get the trophy back on the wall for performing a wall takedown. And I have to deal with Upton being pissed drunk for accepting his brother as a traitor. Oh, he's throwing up! He's throwing up! Oh god! Oh god! Oh, is he taking a piss? Yeah! He's taking a piss!
Teach you to
Piss in a bucket! Now it's time to take both Vance and his lover out for the Templar key and trophy. There he is! Terror assassinate!
Not to hire you, you traitor! I will not meet the same fate!
Dead.
Imagine the Queen of Pirates, Jinlang, defeated for a fake map. I stole the real one, both halves. My husband has it.
Yeah.
Your husband.
Better man than these fools.
Help a brother out. Complete a Templar hunt sequence. Now it's time to siege the fort where Torres is located. At these forts throughout the map, we'll need to destroy all of them for the trophy King of the Castle. After destroying the defenses and clearing the guards, we find Torres to see what his plan is. He tells Edward that he had it out for the sage, and a man named Lawrence Prins actually has him. So all that gold racked up was for him, but Edward uses Torres to get to Prins, which is our next target. But then we realize that Kidd has come to kill Prins as well. Then Prins and Torres have a conversation about the sage, and then I get my next trophy.
Thought not.
Yeah. Caught them all. Catch at least 5 enemies with a single smoke.
Or pushing too far. With so many men about, we can't rely on stealth alone, so I'll do what I can to distract and draw their attention. Ready?
Oh, yeah, Mary Reed. Yeah.
Your name's not James, is it?
Not most days. Come on.
Yeah, Mary Reed. Then we get the trophy Silence Fool for killing a guard Silence Fool. Now it's time to assassinate Prinz. There's the fucker. Yeah!
Get up, Kenway! I found your man!
Roberts.
I remember you. The Templar from Havana.
I'm no Templar, mate. That was just a ruse. We've come here to save your ass from this slaver.
Save me? I work for Mr. Prinz. Oh, you can't trust anyone, it seems.
What's your real name, lass?
Mary Reed to my mum.
Mary Reed, yep.
And them I call friends. But not a word of it to anyone. Or I'll unman you as well.
Back at Nassau, Hornigold and Blackbeard mentioned a pardon from the king to the pirates as well as people being sick nearby. And we need medicine, and so we get a diving bell. But before that, I got my first sea animal. Yeah! First sea animal down. But now it's time to cure the plague epidemic in Nassau. We do this with the help of Blackbeard and Steedy Boy. We start searching for medicines and then find out the medicines are no good. Now onto the officer quests. These are new NPCs that have special ship abilities can be recruited to Edward's crew after completing their story missions. And doing so gives us the trophy All Hands on Deck for recruiting all officers, starting with Lucy Baldwin, who we first find locked up in a ship prison. Yeah.
I don't know you from Blind Bart.
I need a shipwright.
Yeah.
And you're in need of better lodgings.
She tells us she would be very happy to be part of the crew. However, she wanted our help in finding her grandfather's real will. But before that, we get a couple of trophies first. Oh, Old Ironsides. Perform 3 perfect braces. Strike the colors. Board a lead convoy ship. Then we got her belongings from her sticky ass father.
Papa, I remember every fucking inch.
Oh, that's her papa.
I remember your mother letting you out. She was always too soft on you.
Oh my god.
Shut up! I know you killed Granddad, and then stitched me up for it.
You know nothing, girl.
What the asshole?
Only his son-in-law. Say it! Say it!
Who do you think you are?
I'm the one with the gun, Papa.
Yep. She killed him. Hey, he was an asshole. The next officer was called Padre, a man oozing with aura who turned to God after a life of piracy. However, the piracy life came back to bite him and killed everyone in his village. Yep.
With Lucas gone, I thought we were safe.
Yep.
We were only here because I disagreed with the bishop. It was them. Lucas's men. They made me watch.
Oh my god.
I know vengeance belongs to God alone, but I cannot turn away from this. Lucas's men must pay for what they've done. I will join you as Master at Arms. And when the time comes, I will avenge my people.
And of course, to get Padre on our side, he asked us to help him catch the man responsible for the attack, who happened to be an old friend of Padre's.
But you defied me. And others would have followed if your people were not made an example of.
Yeah.
Villagers, my people. Their murder was a lesson.
Was it not a lesson when the Lord ordered Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac?
I mean, there's a huge wrestling fan.
Please have mercy. Are we not called to forgive?
Lord, you forgive,
Yeah.
but I do not.
Yeah. Then I get the trophy Let Me Explain for a kill streak of 4 enemies. Then we meet with Blackbeard in Charlestown to get more medicine. Doing so requires my favorite type of tailing mission, a ship tailing mission. We tail the officer and chase him down to kill him and get the medicine. Rogers shows up to Nassau asking for Vane, Hornigold, and Thatch, assuming it's about the king's pardon. Edward sneaks into the castle to see the Commodore's plans, so after killing a few guards and getting to the notes, Edward overhears a convo between all of them, with Hornigold accepting the king's pardon and basically throwing all the pirates under the bus. The captain manages to take out every pirate ship in the harbor, which now will need to assassinate the Commodore. Take him down, yeah! Dead as dicks. Now here's where things take a serious turn in the story for our next trophy. Blackbeard and Edward have a conversation about Roberts having a ship called the Princess. While celebrating his retirement, Edward notices a man being suspicious who's a spy for the British.
Let him straight here. Send the signal.
Oh boy. Here we go. Gotta get out of the jackdaw. I just hope that I don't have any problems with you.
Not today, lads! Today we send the king's finest to their grave!
Come on. I didn't take him off. Oh no. This is the scene right here. This is it. This is right here.
In a world without gold!
Yeah.
The heroes!
Oh no. No! No! You motherfucker. No! Oh! Reach the jackdaw. No! No! No!
Faster. Did he fall?
He fell.
Captain?
He drinks damnation.
In a world without gold, witness the end of a legend.
We recovered this.
Memories.
Edward Thatch this night. But Blackbeard yet lives. He lives in the nightmares of governors. He lives in the fearful tales told by officers, and he lives in the heart of every pirate who wants only to be free. He will not be forgotten. Not now. Not ever.
Blackbeard, no! Edward and Vane head to the Royal African Company to question them about the Princess ship. Once we take over the ship, the captain mentions it sails out of Kingston every few months. Jack Rackham betrays them both, with the crew accepting him as the new captain. They end up stranded on an island where Vane loses his mind and tries to kill Edward, and we have to knock some sense into him. Yeah!
Goddamn fucking name, Vane!
After leaving Vane, a few months went by with Edward back in control after Jack came back to Nassau with his pardon being removed. Ade met with the Royal African Company that I mentioned. The Princess should be around soon, and Hornigold is in Nassau with Rogers talking about the blood samples. These blood samples are obviously used in the observatory. They end up having a Templar meeting about the sage's whereabouts, which is in Africa on a small island called Principe. Then I find the sage on the island, but this time to work together. Our next targets are Burgess and Cockram. Taking them out means Roberts being free won't come out. Yeah! Yeah! They're both done now!
Were the Templars who took us in when all else went to shit? Templars is our family. Where's yours?
Roberts and Edward agree to work together and plan their next move. The ship carrying the blood vitals is what Roberts needs, so we sail alongside him. Take all the guards out and raid the ship carrying the vitals. After getting what Roberts needed, he agrees to show Edward the observatory. Arriving to the location moments before, Hornigold shows up with his crew to ambush them. Roberts wants him dealt with before changing his mind, so our next target is Hornigold, but we get a couple of trophies before that. Yes! Return the favor! Yes! God Kata! Yes!
He'll be after me, sure as I'm standing here.
Yes! Alleged assassination on Hornigold! Haha! Asshole! Rest in piss, bitch!
You could have been a man who stood for something.
Mayhem with the very kind we once hated!
No!
Then I get the trophy Articles of Agreement for ensuring the survival of all pirates in a street fight. Back at the manor in Inagua, Steed actually wrote a letter to Edward a while ago about being imprisoned back at Charlestown after a ship battle. He mentions that he should be freed soon and to check up on his crew and ship. We find Bonnet's ship and crewmen. Edward asks of Steed's whereabouts. They actually end up being attacked, so we help them, and then we find out the fate of Steed Bonnet. Yeah.
This is sharp. Where's Bonnet?
I am to be hanged on the morrow. I imagined facing death like you, your swords drawn, full of gusto. Instead, I found myself begging and weeping at the governor's feet. I fear your advice was wasted on a constitution like mine. Perhaps I should have left pirating altogether, sailed home to my wife and children. But I'm not quite the same man who left them, am I? That was the gift you gave me. The courage to live free. Stories I promised will have to wait, Edward. But if, on your adventures, you should hear any tales of my sundry exploits and capers, then perhaps, in the end, I lived as I was meant to.
We kept the watch fast burning, though the people sang his name.
Then we get the trophies: Ed the Diver for swimming 1,000 meters underwater, and Among Thieves for opening a smuggler's chest. Then we find Blackbeard's treasure, and it turns out to be a bunch of tools and a letter from Blackbeard.
Whoever's reading this letter, you best hope I'm dead. I am dead. With luck, it's Edward Kenway who's doing the reading. Haven't been lured by the smell of gold. That being the case, I'm sorry to disappoint you, lad. You've not found gold. But what you have found is treasure of source. You have everything you'll need to establish a freehold and grow it into the grand proposition we always dreamed of. It's cost me a pretty penny, too, if I'm honest. So don't go squandering it.
We then meet back up with Robert to tell him Hornigold is dead, and then we get the trophy Gluten for Nourishment for consuming 20 food items. Then he ends up betraying his men except for Edward. We go into the observatory together to see the device and how it works. Then, well, you know what happens next. Oh, what a dick. Yeah. Anyway, after being turned into the authorities, our boy Edward is sent to be hung by the neck. But he isn't the only one.
We're pregnant! Do you all hear that?
4 months later, Edward is shown in prison until Atabai comes by to rescue him, but things don't go as planned.
Open this gibbet.
Quiet, you!
That's Atabai.
I have a gift for you. Come for Anne and Mary, and you owe me nothing for this. But if you would lend me your aid, I can promise you safe passage from this place.
I'll need weapons.
We've already lost Blackbeard and Steve Bonnet. You can't lose Mary too. Fuck! God damn it!
Such a pain in the ass. Damn it. You should have been the one to outlast me.
I've done my part. Will you?
Oh my god.
If you came with me, I could. Mary.
Fuck! And now I can actually run as fast as I can. Asshole. Take it down. Asshole.
What will you do now?
Nothing sensible.
You haven't earned this, but they suit you. Good fortune to you, Edward Kenway.
Oh, he's gonna drink himself now. Edward wakes up to Ade greeting him while also apologizing for not listening to him sooner. Ade takes Edward back to the assassins, showing him how much damage he really caused all those years ago. Ade also joined the assassins, believing in their cause. While Edward has to prove himself to become a true assassin, Atabai accepts him for now. Moments after the island is attacked, so we go and help stop the intruders. Edward and Anne have a heart-to-heart talk about the people they've lost and how she's not ready to be a mother yet. Later that night, Edward writes a letter to his wife Caroline about hoping things could still work out between them, but I get a couple of trophies in the process. Yes! Over design! Yes! Business and pleasure. Spend 50,000 reals. Next morning, they plan their next move to take out Rogers and Torres in the city of Kingston while Robert's whereabouts is unknown. For our first target, Rogers, in order for us to sneak into the political speech he's hosting, we need to take out a diplomat to disguise ourselves. Edward asks the assassins to get the letter back to his wife in England, so now it's time to get our next target. Yeah, punch him. Kick.
Don't kill me, please!
Yep. After taking out Rogers, he tells Edward Roberts' location, which is in Principe. But we get a couple of trophies before that. Yes! The Hangman! Yes! Double tap. Yes! Perfect Predator! Then I went for the Last to Leave trophy, and I'm not kidding you, this is literally the most RNG trophy of all time. I'm not kidding. No chair, no chair, no chair. Why is there no chair? Dumbest thing ever. No, this literally is like the dumbest trophy of all time. I don't think I'm ever gonna get this platinum because of the chair. Then after running out of luck on the burning ships, I decided to have a drink and then get a couple of more trophies after that. Stack hungover. Yep, Davy Jones' locker. Yeah, blow the man down. Now I went for the mini games. Nine Men's Morris and Checkers didn't give me really any trouble at all. But Fanarona? Good lord, man. He's beating my ass. Am I gonna lose on this one?
I
Probably.
smell the
Yeah.
wind coming.
I've been getting my ass beat on. Damn, he's destroying me. Yeah, he's absolutely slaughtering me. Like this dude is slaughtering.
I don't
me.
like.
God, he's so good. Like he's so good. Just he's so far ahead of me on steps. No! I made the mistake. Oh, you asshole. Oh my God! How? Move one of yours up. He's just gonna keep moving that back. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. He's down to one. Yes! 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 Grandmaster! Now on to the last crew officer. This is Deadman Smith. He is the master gunner. He tells us that Maynard was going to use it to build his warship, and he will also be our final officer that we recruit. Edward rallies up the crew for the game plan, and we get our trophy for recruiting all officers. All hands on deck. Recruit all officers. Now we are in Principe. We find a pirate stranded in the sea and explains the Royal Fortune came by destroying everything, which validates Robert's being there. As we go through the island looking for him, he's already expecting Edward tailing him, so we hop back on the Jackdaw, fight the Royal Fortune until we go and kill Roberts. Oh yeah, we got him. Yeah! The fucker is dead!
Love of a woman has always drawn me forward. Would that I had seen her again. Just once in this life, however briefly. We both know what yearning means.
But I will see my wife again. That's my prize for coming to my senses.
Good luck to you then.
Once we obtain the device that allows Edward to see through the eyes of people, he notices Torres at a church in Havana. While Edward waits for the perfect time, things seem off. Yeah.
You're done, Torres.
No.
Christ.
Now, after taking out El Tiburon, it's revealed that the Vital wasn't the real one, and he escaped to the coast where the observatory is located at. So for our final story trophy to stop the Templar plot, Edward has to sail to the observatory to stop Torres once and for all. Do I go? Oh, there I go.
Mysteries beyond anything that you could imagine. I'm tired of your mysteries, Torres.
Assassinate Torres!
So with everything I've seen and learned in these last years, I do believe it.
You wear your convictions well. They suit you.
You remind me. A letter came for you. It's from England.
My thanks, Ade.
Ever a splinter. Complete the last sequence of the game.
All the harm that e'er I've done. Alas, it was to none but me. Parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all.
was an arrangement, you see, between your mother and me.
She said you left her. She said you always talked about sailing a boat and making money in the New World.
I did hard to talk about Caroline, Jenny. About your mother.
No. She passed some years ago. I miss her.
It's Jennifer Kenway. May I introduce myself?
Jennifer Scott, if you please.
I'm sorry.
My daughter was raised by her mother, Caroline, until she passed away some years ago. Jenny prefers to use her surname to mine.
Father, help me.
This little rascal, however, is a Kenway. What's wrong, Hafen?
I can't see the stage.
Up we go. How's that?
Fine. But won't your arms tire?
Hey, I'm not so old as that. But if they do, then we shall quit this posh gig and go and meet your mother for some chocolate at White's. How's that sound?
Yes, please.
Okay, hush now.
Man, I love this game, man. The story is so good. This might now be my second favorite Assassin's Creed game behind Origins now, because I love the main story. But man, this is now where the fun begins, folks. There's stuff after the main story, but for now, let's see some of the trophies pop. Yes! Unsinkable. Survive a rogue wave taken. Then I finally got some luck on the last to leave trophy. Oh, yes! See it! Yes! Last to leave. Take a seat on a burning ship. Woo! Edward Catway. Next up, I went petting all the animals in the map, and then I was able to get the trophy. Friend to all. Then I got the trophy 7 Deadly Seas for finding all treasure chests and underwater shipwrecks, Govern for restoring all buildings in the Great Inagua, 0 Waste for restoring a map from map pieces, and Collective Madness for adding each ship to Kenway's fleet. For the trophy to collect all portraits, the final one would be in the mission of killing Maynard. After slashing through guards outside of the building, I found the portrait and went to finish the mission. Once I disabled the ship and fought Maynard, he threatens him with choosing his friends or the gold. Edward ultimately chose to save his friends, meaning Maynard escaped, but everyone is safe and sound, and while Edward gets pissed drunk on the beach, Blackbeard speaks to him about making the right choice and becoming a better pirate. Then we get the trophies, Memory of My Enemy for displaying all portraits, Hunter for defeating a pirate hunter on max level, and Ship This for fully upgrading the Jackdaw. Then we do our last fort, and after killing the commander, we get the trophy King of the Castle for capturing all forts, and Cartographer for visiting every location in the game. Now it's time for the legendary ships, and boy oh boy, these are literally the bane of my existence. Skill shooting. Well, these are 2 male. I'm really nervous about these ships, though. That's just too much damage. Like that's insane. Like that's actually like insane. What? Like that's the thing. Why is he allowed to disappear like that? When I almost have him, he just disappears and then he reappears again. He just hits me with the motors. Like that's dumb.
Well, let me have a rule and a saw and a board, and I'll cut it. I'll climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail, and I'll nail it. Well, we worked
It's not possible when you can't see it. Like when you can't see it because of the storm, that's what makes it impossible.
No matter what the weather, we're together.
The ship's momentum and the windage. It doesn't want me to go where I want to go. No, that's just too much damage. Like that's just too much damage that it does. Intelligent AI ever. Knows what you're doing before you know what you're doing. Yeah, when they need to move fast, they move absurdly fast. Possible! It's like if Brian Shaw had Usain Bolt's speed. I mean, that level of speed is literally impossible to deal with. Like, you can't deal with that speed.
Let me have a rule and a saw and a board now cut. Climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hardest one. Like, that's literally the hardest one.
Build a little house together.
This is too hard, Ubisoft! Yeah, that's too hard! That's too hard! That's too hard! Get on that last little, like, when they get on that last little bit of health, they just throw the kitchen sink. That just moves way too quickly. Like, way too fast! Like, that's just, that moves way too fast! That's too fast! That's too fast and too much damage! That moves way too fast! Way too fast! And believe it or not, on hard, I actually was able to defeat one of them! Oh no. Yes! 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 Then after defeating the La Dama Negra, you're thinking, maybe I could actually defeat this, but... Yeah. So I then decided to change the difficulty to forgiving. I know. Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Yes! 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 Now we are on to our final trophy, Dilettante. To unlock it, I had to fully complete the displays inside Kenway's mansion, and of course the last things I needed were locked behind Kenway's fleet mission. So after sending my ships across the world and waiting for them to finally bring back the last pieces I needed, there was nothing left to do in the mansion. This took me multiple streams and multiple hours to do. But after getting my final piece, I was able to get the trophy and the beautiful platinum. Yes! Woo! The platinum trophy! Win every trophy in Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. I was just missing that last sword. After getting the platinum, I was not satisfied because I didn't defeat the legendary ships on hard difficulty. So I decided to do the legendary ships on hard off stream to redeem myself. And you'll see what happens. Yes! Hard! Yes! Yes! We did it! We did it! We did it! Yes! Oh my god! We did it! Yeah! Now eat my ass! That is it for the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced Platinum Trophy. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're brand new. And the next live stream on the channel will be 007 First Light. Yes, I will be platinuming the new James Bond game. But if you want to see a nice, fun platinum video, click here. Or here. Or here. Or up here. Or where here. Or whatever. But as always now, Mount Hannibal out!